So this is what Zoom will look like, the home page. So you can start a new meeting, join a meeting, schedule a meeting, share your screen. So first, you can add your students as contacts here on the contact page. And you see the plus here, the plus sign? You can add your students here, okay, by email. Then you enter your student's email address and just send. Okay. So once they are your contact, you're good to go. You can start a new meeting. You can chat with them here. So let's start a new meeting. No, before that, let's schedule a meeting, schedule a lesson. So you can edit everything. Okay, so let's say Fernando's, I want to add. Okay, let's say my student's called Fernando, Fernando's class. You change the date here, the time it starts, the time it finishes, if it's an hour or more. Okay, the time zone, yeah. If you have students in different time zones, click here if it's a recurring meeting. So if it's a weekly lesson, you click here, and then you have everything. You click here on schedule, and then you're good. So let's start a lesson here. So you start a lesson on that option. You can see my screen. You can see my webcam. And I'm going to, and here you see the options at the bottom of the page. You see the options you have. You can mute your microphone. You can stop your video, invite other participants, share your screen. You can chat with your participants here on the chat box, very useful as well, and record your lesson. So I'll start by recording my lesson. I always choose record on this computer because just because of space, really. You can record to the cloud, but there is a limit of storage, so you want to record all your lessons. So choose record on this computer, and I'm going to share my screen. So on the option share, a new window will pop up, and you can share your desktop, your whiteboard. You can see all the options you can share. I will share my browser. Okay, in this case is Chrome, and you see this option share computer sound. Other participants will be able to hear the audio running on your computer like perfectly. So always tick this option if you're sharing a podcast or a video. So always click this option, share computer sound. And I will share my browser and I'm good to go. So once you're sharing your screen, you can let's use the annotation tools. Just showing the options here. Okay, you can use the breakout rooms. You can invite all the options you had before, you have here. Okay. Pause the recording. You can pause the recording anytime. You can stop or pause anytime. Chat here. So let's use the annotation tool. So let's imagine I'm going to use this this link with them, and on the annotation option here, annotate, you have all these options: mouse, select, text, draw, stamp, spotlight, eraser, format, undo, redo, clear, and save. So let's imagine I want to highlight, okay, in the drawing. So in the draw function, you have all these lines and shapes. The outlined, the shaded, the plain one. So let's say I want to just highlight the headline. Okay, I can do it. And I can write on the screen. You can write on the screen as well. So if you click on text, you can change the color. Black, not black, blue. Okay, and then you can write hello or anything. You can change the font of your color, of your text, I'm sorry. So you see it a little bigger. Go to annotate again. And if I want to change the position, I can drag. If you go to select, you select whatever you want, whatever you're doing, and drag. Okay, so let's go to the, okay. So let's go to annotate again. And I want to, so another interesting tool is this plane shape. I like to use it to get some more room on the screen. So let me show you. So let's say I don't want them to look at these advertisements. So I'm going to hide them and use as a board. So I hid the advertisement, and I can start writing on it. Today's aim is, okay, and I want it a little smaller, not so much. There you go. So the text, the drawing, and there are other shapes as well. So the outline, then I want to select just circle. Okay. If you're correcting homework, maybe with children, you can give like stars to them or ticks. If you're correcting writing activities, for instance, or little hearts. The spotlight function is good to for reading, for instance. If you want your students to read something and they cannot see on the screen, so you just show, can you please read this sentence or this word here, India, and they'll be able to see it clearly. You can, of course, delete what you've done, okay, in the eraser. So I want to delete this hello. You can undo what you've just done. Okay, so I'm undoing. You can clear the whole thing. I'm not going to do it now because I want to draw a little bit more. So I want to draw this line here. So a little thinner. Okay, so I am drawing a line. I can make drawings as well. And I can always undo what I've done. Okay, and on the save, this is very interesting. You can print screen, you can save the screen you're working on. So let's say you've written a lot and drew a few things and you want your students to keep it. So you click here, so you have your screen saved and you will find it in the documents. So this is what Zoom offers. You really need to explore and see what tools meet your needs, basically. I like all of them. You can stop the recording if you want, as I said before.